Hello everybody and welcome back to the Virtual Simmer YouTube channel. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. And today we are on Chilliwack 4X episode 38. In the last episode we got all of our seeding completed and also bought 2 new pieces of land. So yeah, and now it is time to start rolling, of course. So let's get in the old 535 here and get hooked up to the roller. Oh, since I seeded, and my time lapse was seeding the home field right here, I am going to probably think I'm gonna time lapse the south field this time for rolling. That was pretty bad, but made it work. Forgot how much the back end of this thing kicks around. A ridiculous amount. So yeah, we're going to get to rolling everything today, of course, and then probably jump into some spraying afterwards. So that is the plan for today. Well, nothing should change, but we shall see. But nothing will, I'm sure. Never typically does change, because that's just how I play the game. Same thing over and over again. It's great. Unless I'm buying new land and plowing it together, that's the only thing that typically changes. But that's alright. Just good. So it took me about 5 hours, I think, like exactly 5 hours to seed everything. And this is the same amount, same width, and the same speed, but I don't have to fill up the seeder. So I should easily cut off probably a half hour, realistically. So my guess would be 4 hours, 4.5-ish. So we're starting at 6 o'clock, and we'll hopefully be done by 10 or 10:30 in game, which wouldn't be bad at all. I'm just gonna take out some money so we have some just to repair, because in between fields I'll repair, of course. But yeah, this should be a pretty chill episode. And we'll unfold the roller here, get our GPS line set up. And remember what gear I gotta be in. Probably 13 seems about right. And drop it, and let's go. Turn the cruise down. 13th is the money gear. Bingo. Perfect. Sweet. So, we're just gonna jump right into it. Let's start the time lapse right now. Okay. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that time lapse. And let's see what spots I missed. Well, I see I missed one spot right there. Don't think I missed anything else, to be honest. Yep, just right there, it looks like. Yep, it's clean other than that. Beautiful. So yeah, that field only took, we started at 6, I'm pretty sure. This is the next day recording it. I ran out of time when I started this field. But I'm guessing I started at 6 o'clock. So an hour and 20 minutes, let's call it. That ain't, it's not too bad at all. We will take that for sure. So yeah, I am going to now jump to these last two fields. I think I'm going to jump in the home field first, then I'll jump to the monster field. So that is the plan. If that field took an hour and 20, this field will take an hour, let's say, because it's not as efficient as my other two fields. So that puts me at an hour, 2 hours 20. And then if I had to guess, this one will take 2.5. So 5 hours. Like I said, if I'm done by 11 o'clock, that would be good, because it took me 5.5 hours to seed, even though I just said this a minute, technically before this, a minute ago. 5.5 hours to seed, so if it takes me 5 hours to do this, that would be solid. So yeah, that is the plan, and I will see you when we are done rolling. Alright, and 4.5 hours later, and a little bit of change, we are done rolling. Which is not bad. 4.5 hours. Not too bad for how many acres we got. With the new land this year, it's pretty good. I think it only added like half hour. I feel like it did the same with seeding, another half hour. So, not too bad at all. So now, we are done with all of the field activities in April. And now it's time to jump to May, which will be spraying, of course. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. I'm going to feed the chickens. Move eggs like always as I'm fast timing. And then we will get the sprayer out and start doing that. So we will see you here May 1st. Okay, well, we have made it to May. And we are done feeding chickens for right now. So, like that. Get this thing onto the sprayer, the 1455. Eventually, I would like to upgrade this thing, but sprayer setup, I don't have enough land to justify it, to be honest. I have a lot of land, but I don't have enough, I don't think. So, upgrade, repair. Oh, we got it out here. And arrows. Boom. Get her backed up. So yeah, once or when I do upgrade this thing, we're gonna go to self-propelled, of course. Because why would I upgrade to something medium when I might as well just go all the way for it? Why not? So yeah, that will be the plan eventually. Nothing in the sale. Not that I thought there would be, but you never know. So maybe if there was self-propelled in there, I would have bought it. Except actually, no, I wouldn't have, because I am... Let's see how close we are to max on. And here, of course, all the weeds spawned in. Okay, I still got 122,000. Not too bad. The only thing we have to do yet is just make it to harvest. Oof, we actually got to get through selling as well, so... I guess we'll see. We'll just spend as little money as possible, of course. But this, at most, I'll only have to buy another pallet, I think, because I got another 3/4 or half a pallet at least sitting in the barn yet. Shed, so that should cover most of this year. Worst case scenario, I gotta buy one pallet, which wouldn't be the end of the world, obviously, so. Yeah, so we're starting spraying at 6 o'clock. I'm curious how long it's going to take to do every field. I'm going to guess this field's going to take a good almost hour probably. Except I only have to go up to before the new land here this year because it's all plowed. And when you plow land in Farm Sim, you do not need, or weeds will not grow the next year, the following year, which is great. That saves you on some money, obviously, but yeah, we are going to... Oh, we got rain coming too. I didn't even look at this. How long do I got? Oh, plenty of time. 5 hours, perfect. If it takes 5 hours to spray these fields, that's a bit ridiculous. There's no way. I go 12, so should be no problems, or at least I think the max is 12 or 13. That is 12, okay. Typically in game it's 7, but that's ridiculous. That's like EU speeds, I think. That's because the game is based off of EU. So I know in America we do not go 7 sprayers. Like honestly, it's faster than 12 typically, but this thing can barely pull 12 if it can pull 12. So 12 will work. This thing, self-propelled. I'm curious what that's set to. I haven't changed that, but just curious what it's set to. So this will be the sprayer I buy, but this will be set to 21. That might be a bit much, but oh well. So yeah, let's jump into a time lapse, and hopefully everybody enjoys. Alright. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that time lapse. That took a good amount, not a good amount longer than I thought it would, but that took me an hour and 20 minutes with only one fill up. And this, I didn't even have to go all the way up to there, so it doesn't look like I missed any weeds, just a little bit of rolling down there, so not bad. But yeah, that took an hour and 20 minutes. That's actually kind of gnarly. With 16 passes, the same amount of passes as the seeder and roller. So I'm curious. How wide is this thing? 24 meters. 23.2. Yep. That makes sense. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that took. I was at 78% herbicide. I got that down to like 7, and then I filled it back up to almost 70% again. So I burned. Was that 30, 40 on this load, and then at 70. So I burned 100 and a full load and a little bit of change out of this thing. Which isn't bad. And I don't fill it full because I do wheelies if I do, so I don't go more than like 80% full, which whatever, you slide around still, but then I'm not popping wheelies because this thing needs some more front weights, but I already have some and I can't get more, so it is what it is. We just got to deal with it. We're only gonna rock this thing a few more seasons probably anyways, so actually, how many hours left do I have on this sprayer now that I think of it? 16. That's actually a lot. But I guess I've had this thing since day one, so 141 months, yeah. Pretty much day one, probably. So, kind of crazy, 16 hours, and I still got easily another hour of spraying this year yet, so. Yeah, and we're definitely gonna need another pallet of it, for sure. Another container, another tote. That's the word, another tote of it, so. Yeah. But I am going to spray these last 2 fields, and then we will come back and see what's going on after that. But I will see you then. Okay, we are done spraying for the year. Last time we are going to be in the field until harvest. As you see, all the weeds are dead. And it doesn't look like I missed any. Let's go. Perfect farmer. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, let's go. But yeah, we are done spraying. That took over 3 hours. I'm actually kind of surprised at that. So that means next year I'm gonna have even more. I'm gonna have all this as well. So I'll probably add another half hour to this job. So 3.5 hours to spray. Even though I go 12, that's kind of gnarly. We're getting to the point where we probably want a new sprayer. I know I talked about it before I started my first field spraying this year, but it's definitely gonna be coming sooner than later now, probably. Probably not next year, but maybe the year after, maybe. We'll see what the budget entails and what we're able to afford, of course. But this year, definitely not an option. We're just, well, it's already done anyways, so it is what it is now. Even next year, I probably won't have money either. But yeah, let's get this thing repaired. I even used a full tank of diesel on this while I was spraying. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I filled up this tractor before I started spraying, so that could be a false statement I just said there, but I'm not exactly sure. Either way, did have to fill up before I started the home field here. Let's get this thing parked, fill it up with herbicide. Dang, okay. Barely, well, not barely, but 66% of this thing gets you a good amount of acres sprayed. But still, I thought I'd be easily able to spray everything we got. But we still did, I guess, but not as close. It was closer than I thought it would be, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing hooked back up to the gravity wagons so we can keep feeding eggs, because next episode is going to be the start of harvest, so that will be a good time. Oh, almost drove in the crop. Would have been a sin. Crop destruction is definitely a thing. Spent a few hours myself. Top these guys off. Perfect. Good enough for now. So, I think this is where we wrap up the episode for today. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the rolling and the spraying for today. And next episode we will get harvest rolling. So hopefully look forward to that. And yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed today's episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one.